G'day, part 2 of our roof sealing. The product we're going to be choosing for our T-slot bits are these newspaper ties. These will be alright. I could use milk lids and a few other things, but I think these, I have plenty of these, but once you start collecting them they just like get out of hand. I've got to go through the house and basically pick all these out wherever I've stashed them. You know, and they're quite easy to, once you tie them into bundles like this, it's quite easy to put it in the oven. All we do is we just chop off these little extra bits or put them in. You don't want to make the bundles really too big, otherwise the strands, they come up and they hit the heating elements up the top. You know, so that'll be the a good use of these. Sometimes you do get the air pockets in the in this plastic, but what we'll try and do is we'll try and melt it a little bit longer, so hopefully the air pockets will escape. But you know, so we'll have to have a look once we start like machining it. Then if we see air pockets, but what I could do is I could actually put a screw up through the center, but we'll see when we get there. Anyway, it might just be alright just how it is. Alright, and this stuff we know how to heat up. This is polypropylene. And thank you to the new subscribers. Turn the oven on. That's a bit high. Maybe screaming at me, oh, that's a bit too high. And now what I have to do is go around the house and try and find some more of these ties. I got some in the car. We'll go to the car, pick some of those out. Right now, see you in the next bit. Right, bye. It's sort of a weird pleasure you get when you see the plastic actually melting. You feel sort of feel like you're doing some good. You feel like you're some accomplishment, and it's nice to see how the when you melt it, the colours sort of flow, and it's sort of bit relaxing actually. Anyway, this is the first part of our roof T-slot. I have a few more of those bundles to put in yet, but anyway, this is the first one. I've loaded the container up with a few bundles, so all we need to do now is just basically wait for it to melt to the bottom of the container, and as it goes along, if I see it needs another bundle, I'll put another bundles of straps in. Anyway, yeah, no, it's works alright. Melts pretty good. I like the colours. Sometimes I think the white's a little bit too white. What I mean is, I think I have too much white. That's basically what I get is what I get, so I can't control the colours I get. White's majority of the time now. It used to be a lot of red. Used to get a lot of red, but now we get the blue and a lot of white. I think and there's a new colour we're getting now, it's like orange. First time I'd seen that, so maybe they get a a bulk load of, or maybe they get a special on the actual colours, like white or orange, or I don't know, but all I know is that I get what I get. Gotcha. I'm getting to the final stages of our first lot of teas. The first lot of plastic teas, I should say. So it's going well. It's melting alright. It's sort of a bit brown at the top, which is normal. Alright, so all we need to do is continue, wait for that to melt, then we'll cook it for another hour or so, then it should be pretty good. I've just come to check on the progress of the plastic. Looks like I've burnt the top of it. I think I've had the temperature up at just a little bit too high, but all in all, it'll be alright. Once we take a skim over the face of that, clean that up, it'll turn out fine. Anyway, I'm still going to put it in the oven for another half hour. I've turned the temperature down, and hopefully all those bubbles will go. Right, it's out. That's the first one done. It's funny how they always seem to rise in the center, almost a bit like a cake. But when it's in the oven, it hasn't risen. It's only when it starts to cool, that's when it starts to rise. Look at it. It's huge. Oh yeah. Nice patterns on this one. See, nice patterns. The colour really helps. Really helps and stands out in this colour. When it's just white, just looks like that. But yeah, that's pretty good. But I'm just saying, white really needs some sort of colour with it. So that's like perfect. And now we'll see how it turns out when we do it. So I need to make probably another one of these. If I have enough of these ties, we'll have a look. G'day, got an update. I have done one. And two. Okay, I'm doing my third one at the moment. And I've run out of the newspaper ties. So what I'm using is, to fill out the rest of the mould, is I'm using these lids. So all I do is I just put them in. Make sure they're clean. Did you see that one? Went right at the back. Got me trusty tongs so I don't burn myself. Yeah, play safe kiddies. You will burn yourself if you touch the element. That one or that one. So they'll melt alright, and that'll be a good addition to the plastic. Yeah, so these lids are PP, and whereas also the straps are PP as well. So, but made by different manufacturers, but it'll work alright. Yeah. What I've got in our little small vise here, I've got my rotary. It's not a Dremel, but it's a Dremel like is coming from up there, that red thing up there. Me. It's coming from the red thing up there, down the pipe and into the back and into the handle. Okay, the reason why I've got it in the vise is that so I can use it to clean up the insides of these lids. What happens is they get dirty or whatever, so just to make sure the inside is clean, I just run it round our little spongy thing here as it's rotating and just give it a clean on the inside. Then we know the inside's clean. Then do a visual inspection on the outside. Then we can put it in the oven. I have done on previous videos, I have used these and they have come up with like dirt on the inside of the lid. I've cleaned it as best as I could, but when I put it in the oven and it's come up just dirty and yeah. This way, hopefully, we'll be able to keep the dirt out. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold. Anyway, this is what we do. Give you a demo. Always remember eye protection. Get our, where are you? Get our lid. Go around a few times. We check to make sure there's no rubbish. Then that one's done. Put aside. And we get some more lids. Check it. It's done. And we move on. Check it. See, there's a little bit dirty there. Just give it a wipe. And that should be good. So this little pen grinder here I've got, you probably wouldn't want to run it constantly for hours and hours and hours on end. It's alright for doing them in sort of batches, probably do them in 30 or 50, but you wouldn't want to really do too many more because we've got it in the cord and it's a flexible shaft. As long as we do enough, we can put these lids in the oven to fill out the rest of our mould. I have plenty of these. They're rather white, which is a bit boring, but we could probably colorise it if we had some pigment. Maybe one day I might try that. See if we can get some pigment somewhere. But for now, okay, it doesn't take long. I've already done 8 lids. I'll just do another one. Actually, I'll do another 2 and I'll make a 10. You also want to make sure at the bottom of the lid it's not dirty. If the lid's too dirty, I'm not worrying. I'll throw it away. Simple Fat Bangers, I've got a lot of them. So there you go. Now into the oven it goes. So yeah.